Do you have a friend or do you know someone who is direct and to the point? Are they seen as brash or rude? Do you wish that sometimes you were just like them in that way and told things like it was? Those are characteristics that can be helpful, especially during difficult times. So, can I be honest with you? Last year was tough. I am not denouncing any of the great successes we experienced as a school and you experienced as students and employees. I'm not discounting that at all, but many of us would attest that it was difficult for various reasons, including Hurricane Harvey. Our core value of kindness was tested and tried multiple times. And sadly, sometimes unkindness seemed to prevail. Kind acts of community, however, were prevalent, so not all hope was lost. As I previously stated and was shared by our speakers, our core value focus this year is honesty. The posters in your classrooms define honesty in this way. Members of the Kinkaid community tell the truth and act with integrity and honor. We do not mislead, cheat, or steal. I think that's pretty straightforward. Integrity and honor. Treating others the way you want to be treated is acting with integrity and honor. We're all charged with doing better and making Kinkaid better. That starts with each of us. When times are tough, we all need tone setters. Those are people in your classes, on your teams, and your ensembles who remain positive and upbeat. Not artificially so, but honestly look at the glass as half full and not half empty. I encourage each of you to be tone setters, setting a positive tone, embracing our core values, and persevering in the face of adversity. Speaking of adversity, I'm sure many of you, like me, watched the NBA Finals. Raise your hand if you were glued to the television during the NBA Finals. I sure did. I was glued, and I yelled at the TV, and I yelled at J.R. Smith and so many others. That is part of the allure of sports. We know or think we know better than the players who are actually on the court in the game. In other instances, we are armchair quarterbacks and armchair sports commentators. That's fine when you're in the confines of your own homes yelling at the television. That is not fine in life, however. Being brash and sometimes rude with referees or players on opposing teams, or a friend whose outfit you don't like, so you smile in their face and then slam them behind their backs on social media. We know it happens, and sadly it happens too frequently. I'm just being honest. Being honest doesn't mean being rude. And sometimes we have to understand that our version of honesty could be wrong. For example, should J.R. Smith, after miraculously grabbing the rebound over Kevin Durant, have taken that shot? Yes, I think we would all agree that a shot attempt should have occurred. Should LeBron James or Coach Tyronn Lue have called a timeout? Better yet, shouldn't the Rockets have defeated the Golden State Warriors? Yeah. I'm just being honest. We can easily get mixed up in the what-ifs, but the truth of the matter is that if J.R. Smith had taken that shot or calling that timeout, that in and of itself would not have guaranteed a score and a win for the Cavaliers, who many of us know got swept anyway. And what about LeBron James giving the left-hand handshakes after the sweep, then wearing that hand brace during the post-game news conference? Was that suspect? I'm just being honest. Calculated? Probably. Was his hand injured? Who knows? Why am I saying all of this? Honesty alone is not the answer. Honesty, coupled with kindness, respect, and responsibility are key. Many of you know that I like rhyming words and sometimes write poems which have rhymes. Maybe part of that is the rhythm or the possibility of sending a message in verse. Or maybe, as I've shared before, it's a latent desire to be a rapper. I don't know. I have thought of many great rap names for myself, but I digress. In 1979, yes, 1979, when I was in first grade, I had my first poem published. This is true. The plaque I received that day is hanging in my office right now. Some of you know that I was born in Baltimore, born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. Yes, home of the Baltimore Orioles, not going to talk about them. Home of the Baltimore Ravens, definitely not talking about them. So in that time, I was involved in a citywide contest that was entitled Rhymes Against Crimes. I penned a poem in 1979 that I would like to share with you today. So nearly 40 years later, I still remember that poem, every word, and I'm challenging you all of you, students and adults alike, to remember this. 11 words. Middle school, you got that? 11 words. Here's the poem. Things I will not take, the law I will not break. Things I will not take, the law I will not break. That's my poem, so don't use that as your own. I know you're impressed that a 6-year-old can come up with something like that. I know our 6-year-olds have way more advanced vocabulary than that. So as I reflected on the poem, I realized that embedded in the message was a reflection on honesty, our core value of focus. What are things in this case? Things can be ideas or actual possessions that are not yours. So for those of you in the upper school, the Honor Council would appreciate a completely uneventful year with no visitors. What is the law? In this case, it's not just Mr. Ramey or Mr. Long or the division heads or teachers. The law, in essence, is our core values. The law consists of our expectations, school rules, and codes of conduct. Things I will not take, the law I will not break. I challenge all members of our school community to fully embrace our 4 core values, to tell the truth, to act with integrity and honor, not mislead, cheat, or steal. Remember, those are choices that we make. I encourage us all to choose kindness over dismissiveness, to choose respect over discourtesy, to choose responsibility over excuses, and to choose honesty over lies. Together, we have the power to make this the best year yet, and we can do it, but we must each do our part. In closing, let me share a couple other things. It's customary after the convocation, or sometime after the convocation, for you all to receive a giveaway of some sort. So for all the students, your division heads, and your teachers who will be distributing things in the next couple days for you that's specific to your division, that's a reminder to you of our core value focus. And for all the adults, Ms. Robinson has some items for you all. So at your leisure, please see her and you can grab your item from her. In closing, thank you. I want to thank you all for being a wonderful audience today. I want to thank Ms. Robinson for her hard work getting all of this together, to Mr. Colvin, Mr. Casey, and Mr. Carner for your assistance, for our trustees, thank you for your presence today. For all our student and adult participants, thank you. Ms. Stafford and her team for getting all of this stuff set up and in about 37 seconds taking it down so the kids can have PE and all that other activities that occur here. Thanks again. Have an excellent school year, and I appreciate all of your support and leadership this year. Thank you.